Friday Nightcap still here with us, and a lot of people had a really, really big week, so I cannot wait to hear all of your MVPs. Roy, let's start with you.
We'll keep it simple. My mama, Mother's Day weekend. My mother, who came...
Were you honored at the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
That Correspondents' Dinner was the week before the graduation at the college that she's the top administrator at. So she literally left the next day to start getting diplomas certified for all the kids who were going to be walking across the stage in 4 days. So, you know, Mom, I love you. You're my MVP.
I love that.
Awesome.
Now you're going to all feel terrible that you didn't pick your own mothers.
Exactly, guilt trip. Oh, man. I wish I had thought of that. My MVP is Janelle Monáe, because she released her music video for Lipstick Lover, and it's incredible. It's so sexy. She's such an artist, and it was
all our mother.
I mean, in her own way. And it's such a beautiful music video, and I love that it doesn't cater to the male gaze. I mean, she made that video, I think, for Black women, and it's a love letter to Black women by Black women, and just A+.
Absolutely.
Wow. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
amazing.
I haven't watched a music video since Beyonce last dropped the visuals.
And Beyonce's tour kicked off this week.
She did, and
Stockholm.
I watched all of it on TikTok, so I can't wait to see.
And you still give Janelle Monáe your MVP above Beyonce? You know she may be watching.
Beyonce's the MVP of my heart, but Janelle is the MVP of something else.
Oh, okay. We're going to leave that there. John, yours?
Well, I'm going a little more dark, but also hopeful. I'd like to think I'm going to call out a country I don't praise too often, and that is the nation and the people of Serbia. And the reason is that it took only two mass shootings, and albeit in the course of a week, which is probably a good week for this country, right? To get the people by tens of thousands to take to the streets of Belgrade and demand gun reforms. What happened? They have something of a strong man who's doesn't take well to protests, but he was under so much pressure nationwide. They have instituted a number of immediate gun reforms. Background checks, psychological checks on gun owners. There's a month-long amnesty on turning in illegally owned guns, and they've already collected several thousand, and this is just a matter of days. That's the way you respond to mass shootings. Now, I understand not as big of a country as by any means, but they have the third highest rate of per capita gun ownership in the world.
But why? What's the difference there that people were willing to say, yes, let me acquiesce, I'll hand my guns? When we have a mass shooting here, what happens? A spike in gun sales.
Well, their last one happened in 2013, so they're not quite as used to it, sadly, as we are. And I just, to their credit, they demanded change, and we're seeing it. And I don't know how long-lasting that change is going to be, but yeah, third highest per capita gun ownership after Yemen in second place, and guess who gets the gold medal?
Do you think we have any chance of having something change here?
No. Americans are very attached to their guns and to the idea that it's a God-given right, simply because some men hundreds of years ago put it in the Constitution at a time when it took like 3 minutes to load a gun. And it's really unfortunate because it seems like you can't really leave your house without the threat of a mass shooting, and that's no way to live. It's terrorism.
Have you changed your behavior? I find myself now telling my own kid, don't get in an argument when you're driving, don't cut somebody off, because you don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't do road rage. Yeah.
Have you seen the FBI video that's come out about how to survive a mass shooting?
Yes, and
the FBI has actually made a video on how to survive a mass shooting.
Instead of dealing with the problem.
Yeah.
Before we came in here, and I don't know if Roy wants me to mention it, I told him my favorite line of his at the Correspondents' Dinner was when he made, I don't know if you remember it, the comment about people are worried about their kids being groomed in schools, worry more about them getting shot in school.
Yes.
And it got a groan in the room, as I recall, right?
Yes, but it's true.
Right.
Yeah, there's a serious issue in this country where we don't pass laws, we figure out ways to adapt. Like, global warming, well, here's more sunscreen. Like, it's never about stopping the problem in America.
No.
Last one to you, my friend.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about journalism, the media, the challenges there. So I want to honour a journalist called Arman Soldin, who won't be known to people watching this show, most people. He
should be tonight.
He could be tonight. He became quite famous over the last year by doing amazing coverage of what's happening in Ukraine. He then went viral about 2 weeks ago by making a very funny video about how he'd saved a baby hedgehog in Ukraine on the front lines. He was killed this week, just near Bakhmut. The good news is that it does look like the Ukrainians are pushing the Russians out of Bakhmut on the eastern side of Ukraine.
But even if they are long-term, in the meantime, we're forgetting what's happening on the ground every single day.
Absolutely. So 31, 32 years old, he was killed trying to do his job, which was to tell the story as accurately and as fairly as he possibly could for the global audience. It's a reminder of the sacrifices that so many people are making as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and it's a reminder of what it takes to do decent journalism.
We're going to end on that note because it is an important one. Gillian, John, Roxanne, Roy, thank you all. Roy, good luck on your Happy to Be Here tour starting in June.
Yes,
I know tonight I am happy you are all here. Thank you all so much.